Happy Friday, the 22nd of October, and yes, I am in the bath. So far, let's be honest, these reading vlogs have kind of sucked. Life has been far too busy, but this week, I'm gonna give you a really good vlog. Get ready. I'm still working my way through Kill Creek by Scott Thomas, which I'm enjoying. It's slow paced and it's not quite as scary as I expected it to be from the beginning. However, we're gonna go and read some more today and see how we get on with it. I'm gonna go moisturize myself and put some clothes on because it is weird.
This is a person that is making me not read books.
I've not stopped you reading books. I have a lot of books here that you can read.
I've been distracted by your sexiness.
I watch some sexy books if that's what you're into.
Oh my god, this is so interesting. You know when you hear a word for the first time in ages? I haven't heard the word zebra for ages, and when I read it in my head, now, I read it as zebra. Is it zebra or is it zebra? I'm sure I would normally say zebra, so why did I say zebra in my head? I recently told Emma from Drinking by My Shelf that this book wasn't gory and suggested it to her. I take it back, Emma, I take it back, don't read it. It goes into some graphic details about what happens to a body after death. Yummy. I'm busy listening to My Heart as a Chainsaw while I build some Lego, and I'm so close to DNFing it, guys. I just can't. It is so utterly boring. I don't know what to do with myself. Here's my little Lego so far. What do you think? Ooh. It's gonna look like this in the end. Adam got that for me. Thanks, Adam. I'm just not having luck with books right now. Kill Creek, it's good. It's slow paced, very slow paced. I'm almost at the halfway mark, and really, there's not much that happens. It does, they chat about horror and how they interpret horror and what horror means to them and stuff like that, or the authors in the book. So that bit is interesting, considering that I am trying to understand horror more. So to hear or read about these fictional characters or horror authors talk about horror is interesting, but I just want things to get really creepy now, and I'm hoping it does, because it is a really loved horror book on BookTube, so fingers crossed. Hi, I'm just home from work, and I have to say, Kill Creek, I think I've mentioned already that it is quite slow paced. And now I don't really know what's going to happen with the book, because they've done the interview and now the night's over, and it's more like a psychological kind of a read, where it's like the house is playing with them, which I know in itself is scary and it means that the house is haunted, but it seems more like this psychological kind of effect that it's trying to have on
each of the characters, if that makes sense. Before I can cozy up and read for the night, I have my very first counselling session to help me come to terms with some of the things in my head, like regarding family and stuff. So hopefully it will go well. I'm a little bit nervous to bring up all this stuff in my head, but I know that it is time to work things out. So that is in a few minutes. I might just pop to the shops quickly and get some salmon and broccoli to have some goodness in my life for tonight. I'm really grappling with the idea of a bottle of wine because counselling session is going to overwhelm me, I think. But what do I do? Okay, I am finally in bed. I've got my hot water bottle, I've got some lovely sparkling water with some lime cordial in it, and I have my book. The counselling session, it went better than I expected. I feel sorry for the poor woman because there's a lot to unpack with me, but she handled it pretty well, I think. I didn't really know where to start because she has no idea why I came to her. She was just like, so tell me what brought you here today? And I was like, well, where should I start? It was just so awkward. So I kind of started from like Australia, South Africa, getting robbed and attacked, ending up in Spain, losing the job, coming to England, and then going from there. And I just kind of unpacked as much as I could in a 45-minute session. She recommended that I do journaling again, something that I used to do every day and now don't do at all. So that's going to be a challenge for the week, trying to fit journaling into everything else, but we will try. She also recommended like Headspace, the app on your phone, or My Affirmations. I have both, so I'm going to try find time to give them a go as well. Yoga, she would recommend, because I mentioned like, you know, a little bit of loneliness with not having many people here and stuff, like, you know, go to a class. I don't like doing exercise in front of other people. That's why I don't like the gym. So I'm going to do the yoga. I've got all the stuff. I'm going to do the yoga at home, and eventually maybe I'll go to a class. It's the same with book clubs. I feel like I so desperately want to be in a book club where I am based in the UK, but every book club I've found, and it's nothing against people of this age group, but they are 15 to 20 years older than me, and I'm at that point where I need to make friends my own age, and I don't know how to do that. I mean, I'd love to go to the pottery place downstairs and paint some pottery, but I mean, that's going to get me connected with about 80-year-olds, so what am I to do? Overall, it was easier than I expected to... I think I'm at that stage now where like I know what's wrong and I just need help accepting certain things and developing healthy ways to deal with things. So I was really open and I just nattered on about my issues, which I never used to do. I mean, there's a lot that I didn't say, obviously. There's only so much you can cram into a 45 session. I don't know where to focus on what to fix, because my whole life has been so many things that have caused damage. And while I am a very positive and happy and free-spirited person, you know, these things do build up inside of me, and then suddenly they overwhelm me, and then I get overwhelmed. I don't know what I'm even saying, to be honest. The wine won tonight. I bought a bottle of wine. I drank the bottle of wine. I needed it after that session. I'm talking about crap. But now it's time to read more Kill Creek. I'm currently on page, what are we on? 213. So we are just past the halfway mark, I think. And it's so bizarre, like the people have now left Kill Creek. They've gone home. The one guy, I don't know, it's all alluding to the fact that it's actually this ghost story and they never left Kill Creek, but is that just him playing with his mind like the rest of the book? I don't know. Yeah, it's got some pretty gory scenes. There are some rather explicit sexual scenes. So it's a very intriguing, interesting book. But we're going to read more now and then probably sleep. I might update you tomorrow. I think I'm done with the camera tonight. My counselling session was a video call, so I already felt like a bit like, ugh. But nice to talk. See you tomorrow.
If you can hear drilling in the background, I apologise. It is time to finish this reading vlog, and I didn't quite get to finish Kill Creek. I am so close to the end though. I'm on page... blah, 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 blah. I'm on chapter 30, which is page 318. It's really not as scary as I expected it to be, actually. It's gory, it's gruesome, it's mysterious, it's got a lot of history about, not really history, but it's got a lot of like opinions about different types of horror, which is going to be interesting considering I'm about to head into NaNoWriMo and write my very first horror novel. I do want to finish it, but I'm going to end this vlog now because it's time for NaNoWriMo and that is going to take over my life for November. When I do eventually finish this, I will talk about it, hopefully in my November wrap-up, because I need to read something in November. But anyway, time to put books down and start writing my own book. I'll talk to you soon, guys.